Hey, how's it going? How's your day today? Well, I hope it went well, or it's going well. I'm someone named Dean. I don't know what I'm doing with this YouTube channel. I don't know if you'll ever see this, or if anyone ever will. But if you're watching this right now, congratulations, and thank you. Thank you for being here. Thanks for giving this a click. I'm not doing anything new here. Let's Plays have already been done several times over. Definitely the time to start doing it has long sailed, but at some point I felt like, hey, I just feel like doing it myself. Because why not? I don't know, I just need to do something different, I guess. Even if it's not completely original. But anyways, I'm rambling. I want to play Kentucky Route Zero. It's a game I played about 10 years ago. 2014. So yeah, 10 years ago. It's been a minute. I never had the chance to beat the game. I fell in love with it because of its art style, its aesthetic, its uniqueness, maybe, or at least to me. I hadn't played something like it at the time. You can kind of see it's got a bit of a cel-shaded art style. Minimalist, perhaps, is what you'd call it. And it's a little bit of a confusing game, maybe artistic. Kind of like a point and click, really, where you get to choose thoughts and what your characters say, and I feel like it changes the outcome of certain scenes. But we'll get into it very shortly here. So yeah. I guess we'll get to it. All right. A game by Cardboard Computer. I don't know what else they've made. When did the first episode of Kentucky Route Zero come out? I'm curious. It was released January 7th, 2013. And I think the full game came out 2020. So it was being developed for quite some time. You have your choice of a save file, it looks like. Notebook, a videotape, an audio tape. I don't know if it really determines anything. We're going to do a videotape here. Let's start. So I guess this is the chapter select. Yep. Ominous. I don't know what any of this means. Got some hands over here. Looks like one of them has a ring. You can zoom in with right click. Looks like a bobby pin of some sort. Let's start with Act 1. Okay. I don't know how to say that. Equus oils. Yeah, it's a beautiful game. Very stylistic. That would be our main character, as far as I know. And this would be the dog that's featured in the, I guess, cover art or title art or store page. Dog with a straw hat. An old hound and a straw hat. Both have seen better days. A moving truck rumbles softly to itself. Painted on its sides are the words Lysette's Antiques, Furniture, Glassware. curiosities. Got some sort of gas station attendant here. Is there anything over here? Nope. Just a spot where you can look around, I guess. Right click to zoom. Same as a, I guess, chapter select screen. Yeah, let's talk to the gas station attendant here. Joseph sits between gas pumps in a Queen Anne armchair. His hair is gray and his glasses darkened. You know, I haven't really decided how I'm gonna do this type of video, so I guess I'll give Wacky Voices a shot. Why not?
Damn, did you hear that wreck? Truck full of bottles. I don't know, beer bottles, whiskey, lost a tire or something, and spilled booze and glass all over the interstate. What a mess. I hope they don't come down here looking for anything. We blew a damn fuse and it's all shut off. Did I hear a dog? What's your dog's name?
Kind of person would Conway be? Voice-wise. I'm gonna go with the name Blue. I like that. Plus, I've been really into Bluey as a result of my son watching that show a lot. Do 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 do.
Blue sounds like a sweet old hound. I used to know a dog like that. Hey, here's some jerky for Blue. I made it myself. Didn't turn out too well, but I bet a dog will eat it. Getting late, right? I can feel the sun on my neck. I bet it's just a few feet off the horizon.
Huh. Guess he'd be able to see it if he turned around, unless he can't see. He's wearing darkened shades after all. I don't know. That would be me assuming. I really shouldn't be, but anyways. Let's see. So yeah. I guess this is kind of in essence the game. We got to choose the dog's name just through dialogue, and I guess that's just going to change, or that's going to be the permanent choice throughout the playthrough, I suppose. I've got a delivery to make. Oh, to make on Dogwood, but I'd rather watch the sunset.
Yeah, it's the truth. You have got to stop and breathe in that road. I bet while you're out driving, you let your eyes wander up the tree line and you just, well, I bet you're more of a poet than old Joseph.
I already forgot what voice I did for Conway. I don't do voices often, so yeah, I'm just having fun. How long have you been working here?
I've been working here a number of years. It's pretty okay. You know, I have an advanced degree and a few publications. It's pretty okay here. Listen, you and Blue would have been driving up the down 65 all night. Dogwood Drive is on the other side of, well, to get there, you've got to take the 0. The 0 is a tough route to find, but you can use my computer to look up directions. You'll have to head down into the basement and reset the circuit breaker first. I'll be happy to have those whining lights back up anyway. It's too damn quiet out here. The basement door is back there in the office. Appreciate your help, friend. Oh, and here, take this lamp. It gets dark.
Okay, now we got a little lamp. Click this little icon here, on and off. Anyways. Quaint little gas station. And yeah, I just appreciate this game's, I guess, I know I said the word earlier, minimalist simple aesthetic going on. Like, you can't really see anything on the shelf, but they use different color palettes for each section or row just to kind of articulate that there's stuff on them. I don't know, it just looks nice. Though this Mr. Conway here is pretty tall. Let's go into the basement. Is that person? Yeah, that's a person there. Yeah, this is just a total safety hazard. A giant spiral staircase. Yeah, good thing he gave you that light. It's over here. Broken railing. Oil drums everywhere. Sign. A dusty, rusty sign is bolted onto the wall. Sign. These are the rules. Number 1. No open flames near the gasoline. Number 2. No consumption of beer or spirits on the premises. Number 3. In case of sudden darkness, do not panic. Relax. Count backwards from 5. Number 4. Strictly limit time spent in the basement to fewer than 3 minutes of every hour. Very specific rules. I'm gonna assume maybe because of fumes? Perhaps? Yeah, you know, I don't know how well ventilated this place is. Basement people. Emily, Ben, and Bob sit in folding chairs behind a worn card table. Paper, oddly shaped dice, and highway maps cover the tabletop. So they're playing D&D. Okay, just a happy little trio. Let's talk to them. Oh, and I should mention I have VOICEMOD. So why don't I use that a little bit here? Why not? Give it a shot. Yeah, why not? Let me just load it up here. And let's give them some voices. Oh, sorry. Didn't know there was anyone down here.
Did you hear something?
No. Sorry. I was looking at the rules again.
It gets easier as you go. Look, if you said you rolled a 5, right? That means you get to pick up your marker and move it anywhere on the map.
So, it's your turn now, right?
Oh, yeah, I guess so. Where'd you put that 20-sided die?
I don't see it. Did you drop it?
It should be easy enough to find. Glows in the dark.
I hope that worked. The voice mod. I just tried using it there. I'll have to review the footage and see what it sounds like, see if it's not annoying. It's kind of fun to do that sort of thing, but I guess they're a traveling band of some sort. I see some instruments here. Can't go that way. Glows in the dark. Ah, there you go. Easy. Conway picks up the glowing 20-sided die and inspects it. The number 5 is facing up. It's just a small piece of plastic, but has a reassuring, almost comforting weight. He places the object in his jacket pocket. I thought they were playing D&D, but I guess they were playing a different game. I'm not sure. And they're gone. Folding chairs are arranged around a worn card table. The chairs are empty, and the surface of the table is bare. Um, I kind of want to keep the die, but I don't know if it means anything really. I don't know if it... Like, I don't know how impactful your choices are in this game, other than maybe it affects dialogue. I kind of want to keep the die. Let me just keep it. Let's see what happens, if anything. Maybe it's not even real. Maybe this is all a gasoline-fueled hallucination, because we've spent more than 3 minutes down here. Okay. Breaker box. Let's activate it. So if you right-click, you can kind of drag it a bit and get a little bit more of a view, I guess. So yeah, this is kind of an example of the game. I'm not sure what we're looking at here. Because this is a weird-shaped gas station. I don't know if this is weird for Conway. I don't know if this architecture is just in-universe normal, or if something is just weird going on in his life right now, like he's like hallucinating people or something. I find it kind of interesting how each like leg is a pipe, I guess, and it's kind of like, I don't know, some sort of weird system going on. Is this a metaphor for horsepower? Because, you know, cars have horsepower. I'm not sure. Just an odd explanation for why the gas station has a cool horse head. So we can talk to Joseph here.
There it is. Just listen to those lights whine. Yep.
There were some people down there in your basement playing some kind of game, but they're gone now.
In the basement? No, I don't think so. Maybe that lamplight was playing tricks on you, huh? Well, strange things happen underground, especially in the dark. So, computer's in the office. You're looking for Marquise. She knows her way around those roads. She'll get you to the 0. The password is... damn. I usually just feel it out. Muscle memory, you know? It's kinda long, kinda like a short poem, I think. One of those short poems that really sums it all up. You'll figure it out.
Kind of get a better look at ourselves here. Oh, I can even zoom in even further with a mouse wheel. Oh, I can zoom out? Huh. Interesting. I didn't know that. You can get some really cool shots. Interesting. Okay. Can I go back downstairs? I'm just curious. Oh, the pipes continue to go underground somewhere. Interesting. Yeah, okay. I was just curious. To access the computer here?
Conway taps a key, waking the computer from its reverie.
User. Conway. User Conway is not real. User. Joseph. Password. The stars drop away. The moon throbs. It will only get later. Password accepted.
How's it going in there? Figured it out all yet?
Sorry.
Sure you are.
I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways.
Games. Games is not real. Address book. Marquise. Marquise residence, 100 Macondo Lane. Head northeast on 65 and turn left as soon as you see that ugly tree that's always on fire. Look for the barn at the base of the mountain there. Can't miss it.
Got it? Out there on Macondo somewhere, right? Yeah, that's it. Hey, look. While you were down there, I loaded that old TV of mine onto your truck. I borrowed that thing from Weaver Marquise a number of years ago. And now that the power's all weird over here, I can't pick up anything but static at public access anyways. She was always more of a reader, but maybe she'd want it back at home. It's a nice TV.
Message 1 is from Donald at hotmilk.mail. Message 2 is from accounts at consolidated.mail. Read message 1 from Donald at hotmilk.mail. Subject: fragments dim of lovely forms. Message: Joseph, I know it's been a while, and I know you're still sore. But there's a whole world in here, and we need your help to unmask it. Yes, the caves are cold and damp, and we are old and lame. Never mind, I can't remember why I even started writing this. I missed those days in the lab with you and our dear Lula. Maybe you found your own Xanadu. Well, so have I. End of message. Read message 2 from accounts at consolidated@mail. Subject: account standing, urgent. Message: Dear Equus Oils, this is an urgent automated message that your account is overdue by more than 14 days. In response, we have switched you to our low reliability Dirty Power Plus plan. Consider making a payment immediately to obviate the need for us to switch you to Sustain Brownout Select. Sincerely, your friends at the Consolidated Power Co. End of message.
I guess he's fallen on some hard times. Got an email from an old friend. And some bills.
Sun's gone down. You and Blue better get on the road if you're gonna make your delivery.
Hey, Blue.
How's it going, Blue? What do you think of this place? It's odd. I never noticed it driving by. How about a treat? Here's some jerky from the gas station attendant. It reminds me a bit of your old man Ira. He was a good man, a good boss.
Okay. Guess we'll start driving around. So, if I remember... Actually, we're just going to see what it is. Yeah. So, navigating... You're basically this icon? I guess an icon that... that's a wheel or something. And you navigate, I guess, a interstate map of some sort. And points of interest pop up and you just click it. Sometimes it's just text on screen. And sometimes it's something like this. So this must be the wreck that Joseph was talking about.
Conway shakes his head. What a waste, right? Guess you never liked the stuff anyway, did you? Good for you.
Some, like, broken bottles everywhere. One thing I've always wondered about this game, and I don't know if we ever really find out, maybe we'll find out if we beat it or not, but I was always under the impression, and maybe spoilers, ooh, I've always felt like this game, maybe Conway here might be in some sort of weird limbo, or he's lost or something. I don't know. Something just never feels quite right with this game, I guess. And, like, there's, like, coffins on the road. There's bottles. I don't know. A theory of mine is that maybe this was his car crash, and that's why, ooh, suddenly he notices this place, gas station he's never noticed before, and he's talking to people who aren't there. But, you know, just a thought. Or this could just be simply the universe Conway is in. That just, things are just different from ours. So, I don't know if it's randomized, but I remember if you kind of just go along the map, yeah, things just kind of pop up and you can interact with them. And I feel like it gives a little bit of background story to Conway here, and maybe a little bit of the world.
The diner doesn't appear to have a name. A vinyl banner slung above the door simply reads, 24 hours. It only has one window, behind which the blinds are tightly closed. Let's try the door. Conway tries the door. The door swings open easily. A bell rings nearby. The interior of the diner is pitch black. Wait a moment to adjust to the darkness. Conway stands in the doorway, waiting for his eyes to adjust. A bit of errant light comes from nearby highway creeps. A bit of errant light from the nearby highway creeps through the open door, and gradually Conway is able to make out a few figures inside. Two old men in trucker hats sit in a corner booth, with a checkers board set on the table between them. A young woman standing behind the counter in an apron must be a waitress. The cook stares blankly from the kitchen. The door slams shut, and the room is dark again. Conway walks in the direction of the counter. He hits his knee on something hard and metallic, winces quietly, and then carefully finds his way to a stool. He places his hand on the counter. Another hand, a young woman's, rests itself on his. She guides his fingers to a laminated menu. Conway closes his eyes, opens them, maybe closes them again. Impossible to differentiate.
Tangent time. I once went to a restaurant called... Oh, shucks, I can't even remember. Great story, right? But it was a restaurant where basically there's no light other than a light to go to the restroom if you needed to, and you could barely see it. And I guess the theme of the restaurant is you're in the dark. And you're just in the dark. You can't see anything. You can't even see the plate in front of you. You can't see your utensils. The people who work there are either blind or legally blind or are vision impaired, and they just expertly navigate the darkness, kind of warning or giving each other heads up as they maneuver around. You could hear them, and they move effortlessly, but you have to be guided to sit down, maybe guided to the bathroom, which even itself is like really dim. And when I was there, I ordered, I guess, like the special, which felt like an exercise of just weird textures because you couldn't see what was on the plate. There was popcorn, there was like ravioli and just other things. It was really good, but man, it was just so hard to eat when you couldn't even see the fork in front of you. I was actually jabbing my chin a bit. It was really funny. Eventually, I lifted up my plate, scooped the contents into my mouth, felt embarrassed because I felt like I was being rude, but then I realized no one could see me. I couldn't even see me. But it was an interesting experience. But anyways, let's continue. I feel like having a coffee. I'm going to order a coffee. Actually, I have coffee upstairs I forgot about. A cup of coffee would do it. Black, oily, even hot. Oh, black, oil, blah. Hot, familiar diner coffee. Conway runs his hand down the menu. The surface is uniformly flat and slick with condensation. He feels a warm hand against his cheek and freezes. Her fingers run across the stubble of his chin. He feels like apologizing. She leans forward, and so does he. So yeah, things like that. A memory? Is he actually... Here's a thought. Is he actually visiting these places? Is he actually seeing any of these things, or is he just remembering? Maybe he's just... when you're driving down the road, you just kind of let your mind wander. Maybe that's what he's doing. Another thing. Let's take a look. The exterior of the Barren River Rural Electrical Cooperative Corporation is a dingy beige sprinkled with fading graffiti. Oh, I could have read that better, but oh well. The front door hangs open from a broken hinge. The windows are dark. Look in a window. Conway looks in a window. The windows are too dirty to see anything inside but a few dim shapes. Furniture, maybe, or livestock. Conway steps through the front door. The room feels empty with no furniture other than the built-in front desk, host to a disconnected telephone and a few empty beer cans. Meandering lines of color have been spray-painted along the walls. Behind the desk, a hallway leads into darkness. Let's pick up the telephone. Conway lifts up the telephone receiver to his ear. There is no dial tone. The phone is disconnected. Listen closer. With the phone pressed close to his ear, Conway can hear a thin, quiet roar, like the ocean or the highway. Let's enter the hallway. Conway steps into the hallway. The hallway passes several smaller office doors. It quickly disappears into darkness. Something is glowing in the distance. Barely. Let's try an office or two. Office door or two. Conway tries a few of the office doors. One of the office doors is still locked. Another has been broken open. The door handle bent awkwardly inwards and embedded in the wood, but it's jammed against a filing cabinet. On closer inspection through the cracks in the door, the whole room is filled with filing cabinets and other disused furniture. The hallway passes several smaller office doors. It quickly disappears into darkness. Something is glowing in the distance. Barely. Let's walk to the end of the dark hall. Conway walks to the dark end of the hall. The door at the far end of the hallway is tightly closed, but a warm glow bleeds in from its edges. Let's open the door. Conway opens the door at the end of the hallway. The handle is loose and the door swings open easily.
The hallway fills with warmth, light, and the smell of smoke and coffee. About a dozen men and women sit around a campfire in the middle of a large room. Cubicle walls have been cut into pieces, some leaning up against the walls, and some arranged into stacks of firewood. One of the women waves to Conway and offers him an empty chair. It's missing wheels, but it's comfortable and easily adjustable to his height. Someone takes a pot hung above the fire and pours coffee into a styrofoam cup. Conway accepts it, and they all return to watching the fire. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Anyways, let's get back on the road proper. Let's see. Marquis Farmhouse. Directions from Equus Oils. Head northeast on 65 and turn left as soon as you see that ugly tree that's always on fire. Hey. How did I do that? Oh. Anyways. Cool. I didn't notice that before. Was that always there, or was that because we picked up the die? Probably because we picked it up. A tall black oak burns on a hill above the road. Yeah, so no one's going to question that? It just is? Guess that's the kind of game this is. Oh, let's talk to our dog. Pretty dark out here, huh? Hope I can borrow you a treat up there. I'm just seeing if there's anything around. I guess not. A street lamp lights the base of a dusty path leading up the hill. So we got our TV in hand. And there's the house. I don't know. I just really enjoy this game. Sorry, I'm just zooming out, just kind of appreciating the aesthetic here. Use of silhouettes is kind of nice. It's an old truck there, a car, I'm guessing a water pump, laundry, and a graveyard. Let's take a look at this. A family graveyard is set off to the side of the house. Headstones are inscribed with surnames of the unfortunate. Nowakowski, Padilla, Marquise. Gonna go over here to the truck. Doesn't seem to be the case. Let's go to the house. Light switch. Just wondering if we could enter in the dark, and yes, we can. Oh. Should I do more voice mod stuff? You know what? I'll try it. I'll review how the footage sounds. And I'll go from there.
Testing. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Yeah. I was just thinking what a lovely house we have. Do you like it? Have you been here before? Did you happen to see an owl?
Sure. It's a nice house.
I know. I like the large beams that run across the ceilings. I like to sit in the house and think of the hills and bluffs surrounding us. Like a cradle. There used to be another house here, but we had it destroyed, and we built this one. It was very expensive, and we got quite underwater. What do you do for work? Is it too difficult, or do you like it very much? I was once a mathematician. Are you looking for something in particular here?
I mean, I guess we should have knocked first off. Those odd shoes just kind of hanging out in the dark, huh? Is there a theming with this game? And people just vanishing in the dark? Maybe the gas station attendant would have vanished if we didn't turn on that breaker. And the moment we looked away from those three people playing the board game, they vanished. I don't know. I'm just thinking about that. That's why I think this game it feels like the guy's kind of in limbo. I'm not sure. But anyways. It's better than being in a ditch.
Yeah. Just about anything is better than being in a hole in the ground. That's why I stay here. I have some notebooks. I'm only a little bored. I might prefer to watch TV occasionally.
Joseph says you're too smart to watch TV.
That was a nice thing to say. But he was wrong. I'm not as smart as I used to be. Well, actually, I suppose I am as smart as I used to be, but never any smarter. I don't learn anything new anymore. I write some figures, but nothing radical. I'll bet he sent that old TV along with you, didn't he? Of course he did. That was clever of him. Will you please set it up? Then I can explain to you how to get where you're going. The 0. I know.
Can I leave? I can look at the sink. An abandoned spiderweb stretches across the bottom of a saucepan. A skillet is seasoned with dust. A disused wood-burning stove is set up in one ash-dusted corner of the room. It's cold to the touch. So if I remember correctly, it's this moment that made me realize I love the game. Here, let's get a cinematic shot going on. Yeah, if you're still here, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. I think I might wrap this up soon after maybe this interaction here. But I remember 10 years ago, I played this, and I was like, the way the walls just open up like that, I don't know what's going on, but it's pretty cool. Guess it's more of about a journey than the destination. Anyways, let's talk to Weaver here.
That's not how it's supposed to look. You've made a mistake setting it up. Is it a foreign object to you? Which of your parents was it that wouldn't allow you to watch television?
I mean, me personally, I didn't really grow up with television for a while. We were too poor to afford cable. I always thought I heard ghosts in the static myself. We did have TVs, but they were for video games. I know how to set up a TV.
Okay. I'm skeptical.
You have it all backwards. Oops. Well, there you go. That's what I'm trying to sound like when I'm doing her voice.
You have it all backwards. I'm not surprised. Are you? Have you been paying attention? I don't think you have. It's time to start paying attention now, Conway. Look closely at the television.
Some horses hanging out.
Hey. Hey, wake up. You spaced out for a minute there.
What do you keep out there in that barn?
Used to be tools and feed, then books. Now, I think it's mostly spiders. That TV's picking up the wrong signal. My cousin Shannon would know more about it. She fixes TVs for a living. Well, she used to. I think the new models are giving her some trouble.
Your cousin?
That's my father's brother's daughter, Shannon. We're about the same age. Well, we used to be. She's older now.
I don't know what that means. She's older now. Metaphorically or literally? I don't know. I hope we get some answers on this. Or maybe Weaver is just an interesting person.
She has a workshop up north a ways, by the lake, right where Peonia and Wax Road meet. It's a big bait and tackle shop. She fixes TVs in the back. Do you like fishing? Honestly, I'm not convinced you should bother with the zero. I'd much rather you find my cousin fix my TV. But I'll get you headed the right way. It's just pretty easy. Get back on 65 heading north, then take the first right after the artificial limb factory. From there, your arrival at the zero is basically inevitable. Nice to know you, Conway. Keep your eyes open, especially in the dark.
And she's gone. A disused wood burning stove is set up. One ash-dusted corner of the room is cold to the touch. So was she ever here? I don't know. Unusual, right? Wonder if we can check out the downstairs area. Oh, then it just gets dark. Huh. There are some horses out there behind the house. Remember the horses you and Lysette and Ira had? I miss them sometimes, the horses. Huh. I wonder if those were the people at the gas station. Because there was instruments there. And there was about 3 of them. I don't know. A creek runs alongside the highway and then turns towards a dirty brick building. A grinding drone from within the building is faintly audible from the interstate. Floodlights on the lawn illuminate smokestacks. At the edge of the building's parking lot, a large sign, partially obscured by trees, reads, Artificial Limb Factory. Wait. Guitar player. A young man in gray-stained clothes sits by the side of the road. He is playing a worn guitar. To his left is a blue mug, and to his right, a weathered dog. Conway pets the dog. The dog closes its eyes and pretends to be asleep. The young man strums absently on the guitar, hums tunelessly, and occasionally mumbles a word. Conway stands and listens. The young man whistles hoarsely, stops playing the guitar, then looks up at Conway. He rambles for a few minutes about the weather, the dog, and his music, then returns to playing. As he walks back to his truck, Conway finds he can hardly remember a word the young man spoke. Strange. And here's the bait shop. And you know what? I think this is as good a time as any to stop this video here. So hey, if you stuck around this long, it's been about, what, almost an hour? Well, thanks for being here. I have to review the footage to see if my wacky voices are any good. I acknowledge my voice for Conway keeps changing. I hope the quality of the voice mod is working correctly, because I don't have the expertise to really know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of figuring it out as I go along with this. But I'm trying. I'm having fun. It's something different. You know, I grew up watching my cousins and my brothers play video games, and I've been a little bit nostalgic for that lately. You know, sometimes things are a little bit different. No, things are different now, but well, sometimes it's nice to think about how it used to be. But anyways, I don't know where I'm going on. I'm rambling like that guitar player, I guess. Yeah. Well, I guess I'll talk to you later. You have a good night, okay? Or day, or afternoon. And I guess I'll see you next time. Or I'll see you when I see you. All right. Take care.